Hello, gorgeous soul. Welcome to your October very dramatic astrology. It's definitely full on. One could say it's a once in a blue moon kind of month, because indeed we do have 2 full moons this month, and it's all a bit tricky. We have the first Aries full moon with Mars retrograde, and we've still got that kind of Mars-Saturn square infiltrating, and Uranus, the planet of the unpredictable, coming in. So there's a big explosive start to the month. And also on the new moon, it's Pluto central. So there's big drama this month. Drama. But as many astrologers have pointed out, we are in the birth canal and there is light at the end of the tunnel, darlings. So fear not. Here's the best way to deal with your monthly astrology. Hi, gorgeous Aquarius. How you doing? October is bringing you surprises. Your ruler, Uranus, who likes to think out of the box, who is a genius like you, but also shocking and electrifying, is creating with the full moon on the 1st. Dramatic communication, dramatic senses of news connected to your home and family as well, and you're like, rah, this is exciting. Some of it might be shocking, some of it might be liberating, and some of it might be exciting, but certainly this whole month has a flavour of unusual experiences, so that keeps you interested. It piques your interest and you're excited about life, which is great. But there are a lot of squares, there are a lot of intensity, there is a lot of external and internal power struggles going on for all of us. We have Mars squaring Pluto, and also this full moon we have Mars and Pluto creating not Mars and Pluto, Mars and Saturn, the end of that big square that we saw there, and that for you is making things a little bit unclear, because it's in your lack of boundaries zone, so that you're not really sure what you're fighting for. You're not really sure why somebody's annoyed with you. You can't get to the bottom of anything this month. And that's exacerbated by the fact that Mercury, the planet of communication, is going retrograde, is going backwards. So there's this, feeling of not being sure. However, you are an Aquarius. You can be objective. Just wait for everything to blow over before you make any radical decisions. Virgo, Venus is going into Virgo, which for you makes your love life very intense, makes your desires very intense. Normally, you could fall in love with someone's mind and their intellect. It's almost like, you're being dragged into a situation where you feel powerless or powerful. You feel addicted to something. Your desires are very, very intense, and also there may be a lot of stuff going on under the surface. And whether you're in a relationship or not in a relationship doesn't really matter. What's going on is all this desire, all this longing, all of these feelings that maybe you've pushed down are coming to the surface. Now, good news, Pluto is going direct. You haven't been very clear thinking for a long time, but when Pluto went retrograde, it's like, you were lost in the fog of the past. Now you can be in the future and you can create things and you can take advantage of some of the magical things that come up. And actually, in the last 2 weeks of this month, all sorts of wonder await you. It's the first 2 weeks of the month where you're like, what's going on? But there's still sort of magical things peppered within those 2 weeks. Now, Mercury is going retrograde in your career zone. So you may be like, what's going on in your career? I wouldn't be kind of pushing your agenda when it comes to your career, or doing anything, or committing to anything, or signing anything that you can't change with Mercury retrograde. And if you be careful what emails you send out. If you're annoyed, don't click the send button. Wait 24 hours. And don't jump to any conclusions or assumptions when Mercury is retrograde. And also, if you have to go to a meeting, be that Zoom or otherwise, make sure you got the date and time right, because it can be in flux. Now, the new supermoon in Libra is squaring Pluto in your lack of boundary zone. So be careful. But also, it's a call for adventure to you. You want to explore. You want a new level of learning and excitement to come into your life, and it will. You just have to deal with this just wait for the fog to clear. There are adventures there, and not just any old adventures. There's adventures that are meant to be, that have your name written on them. Your soul wants an adventure, and it's definitely coming. In the good news, we have Venus, trine Jupiter, trine Saturn, and trine Pluto in the last 2 weeks of the month. And for you, there's magic and power in that. In some way, you're stepping into your power. You're knowing your worth. You're knowing who you are. And you can just feel this power surge coming through you. People often expect you to be to talk about things in an objective way, but you're talking about things from the power of your soul in the last 2 weeks of the year. Okay, Mercury's retrograde, bear that in mind, but it's almost like you're stepping into another level of strength and power and potency and possibility. Then we have the sun shifting signs and going into your career zone. There's so much potential around your career. It's a shame that Mercury's retrograde, but that doesn't mean that you can't, that your hands are tied. It means you can think about the past, decisions you should have made, maybe even contacting people you were connected to in the past to see if there's any opportunities, because it's retrograde. Anything backwards can end up being good. It also gives you chance to plot, plan, and get everything organized for when you can go forward in your career. So do the work. Don't not do the work. Do the work, but it doesn't necessarily mean putting it out there. When Venus goes into Libra and Mercury retrograde goes into your adventure zone, there is this call to the wild for you. You really want to you can't stand being cooped up, and you want to get out there and you want to do things. The time will come. Your time is coming. The potential is there. We've just got to wait, and then that pathway of exploration is opening up for you. We end the month with the full blue moon in your home and family zone, and it's conjunct Uranus, your ruler. So there is this explosive energy packed with potential connected to your home and family. I would say there's a very, very pleasant surprise, or certainly there's a surprise coming, and that's on Halloween, and it's exciting you. There's a lot of excitement to end the month. Let's see what the tarot has to say, my darlings. Aquarius, 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 what message is there for you? Okay, Aquarius. Yes, that's you in your power, the King of Swords. Now, someone wrote what I found quite an offensive comment because I often don't talk about kings being men. Now, someone said, is that because you're gay? I've never said I was gay. I've never mentioned my sexuality. I'm married to a woman. That doesn't tell you what my sexuality is. But B, I have done the tarot my whole life, and I know that kings can be heterosexual women. They can be anyone. When I say masculine, that's exactly what it means. Not because I'm anti-men. The king can be any of us in any moment. Sometimes we reflect that masculine energy. Sometimes we are detached like the King of Swords in a whole different way to when we're Queen of Swords. So it is very powerful to understand that kings don't necessarily mean male. They can do, but they don't. Doesn't mean men are bad. It means we all have the ability to be every single gender card that's in the tarot. So whether you're male, whether you're female, whether you're one of the many other wondrous genders, whether you're non-binary, whatever you are, the King of Swords is coming in to say, this is you in your power. If you're an Aquarius or you've got Aquarius rising, you are in your power this month, and you are using the power of your mind and your intellect and your being to make all the right decisions. It may be, and this is exactly mirrors the astrology, because this is you're working hard, the harvest is there, everything is there, but you're not feeling fulfilled, you're not feeling like you're getting anywhere. But actually, look at this person may be feeling glum and they're not getting anywhere, but look at the bounty and harvest that is there. That's likely to be your experience, that there is this bounty, there is this harvest, but you're not quite seeing it because of all these blurred boundaries. Trust your intuition as well. You are the high priestess. just as much as you are the King of Swords, or you may be mixing with someone with that divine feminine energy of knowledge. You know, all the answers are within you. This is the most powerful card of the three I've picked because it's a major arcana. Really tune in to your wisdom and determine, well, actually look to the future because you're a visionary. See the vision of the future. And then you find the balance you need to get through this month. When we have temperance, we have it all. When we balance everything, that's when we truly are powerful. So yeah, looking good for you, my Aquarius darlings. Take care, gorgeous soul. Come visit me on Instagram at Michele Knight. I am sending you so much love.
MicheleKnight.com. I was a client of Michele Knight, so I knew all of the psychics and they'd read for me.
It's such a innovative and really useful organisation to have at your fingertips.
There are a lot of people who, they have an idea of what a psychic reading is, they have an idea of, you know, what a psychic should and shouldn't do, and a lot of it is from centuries gone by, you know, the carnival sideshow, and Michele really has brought psychics into the modern world.
Michele Knight is a wonderful organisation to work for. It's a unique family, and that is readers, the customer service operators.
I know if I wanted to choose a reading, I know I wouldn't go to another company.
The ethics, the standard, the professionalism that we keep really is second to none.
To be honest, I've never really looked at another reader service because I don't think I need to.
When I finally got a job, I pray that I will do well with all the tests that we go through. I was absolutely delighted.
Well, the process of being employed with Michele Knight wasn't an easy one, which always makes it more rewarding when you do actually pass the 4 test readings that you have to go through before you're accepted.
The interview process is actually reading for other people, reading for some of Michelle's staff as well. It's actually, you know, what they're looking for, specifics, so surname, relatives, their names. They're looking for what happened 2-3 years ago in detail.
To be sitting at home and then the phone rings and this beautiful distinctive voice, it's Michele Knight here, I'm ringing you for my test reading, is on the other end of the line, is scary. She really wants to know that her clients are getting validations.
You get a sense that everybody running it is on the ball.
The flexibility we get as readers, well, it's just great.
I do love the freedom of when I can work and when I can have a break.
Michele Knight family are amazing, really flexible, very supportive. It's like working for no other.
It's authentic, that's a big thing, it's authentic. She genuinely cares about her readers and about the people that we read for, so it's inclusive.
I love working for MicheleKnight.com. They're great people, it's a great energy there.
She really cares about her readers getting the best, and she really cares about the clients coming and walking away, you know, and feeling like they got what they came for.
Working with Michele Knight, I know that I've got professional backup and I know that the clients are looked after very well as well.
Michelle's very involved with her readers personally. If you need information, you need anything from her, she will reply personally.
I just love being part of a unique team, one of the most unique companies that I've ever come across.